Hey, Matoko Christians, it's Pastor Ryan here with you. I just wanted to give you a quick lesson on how to share your testimony. Um, it's a really simple thing to do, and the best part about your testimony is that you already know it. It's your story. It's already inside of you. All the things that God has done in your life, they're already inside of you, and all you got to do is just spend a little bit of time just thinking about it. Take you 15 or 30 minutes to write up your testimony, and it's really simple to do. It starts like this. The first thing you want to do is you want to think about, what was my life like before I met Jesus? What type of things were happening in my life? What was I doing? How did I feel inside? Was I happy? Was I unhappy? Were there was I making poor choices? What were the things that were happening in my life? And what was my life like? And how was I feeling on the inside? And the next part is what were the circumstances that led up to you meeting Jesus? Um, did God bring somebody into your life? Did you see a movie or a TV show, or did you see a preacher on TV, or did you show up at a church? What were the things that were happening in your life? What were the pieces that came together? You know, they say that the average person hears the gospel about 7.5 times. I don't know where the point 0.5 comes from, but 7 times somebody needs to hear the gospel before they actually give their heart to Jesus. So, maybe there was a couple of times that you heard the gospel that you were like, or what was the one that got you? What were the things that happened that led you to meeting Jesus? Was there a coworker who ministered to you? Was it a book that somebody gave you? Was it something you found on the internet? What were the things that happened that came together to make your life in Christ activate? And then the last thing you want to talk about is, what's my life been like since I met Jesus? If your life before Jesus was filled with bad choices and self defeating choices, maybe Jesus has turned that around a little bit. Maybe you've been making better choices. Maybe you've been choosing better relationships and choosing better friends and people that build you up instead of tear you down. Maybe some things have happened in your life that you never could have expected. A new job, or God brought new people. You've been spending time in life groups. What are the things that have come into your life that have made your life different since you met Jesus? And how has it gotten better? Who are the people in your life that have helped you along the way? So I just want to encourage you in that. Sharing your story is a powerful tool. It's the most powerful thing in the world, actually, because nobody can argue with, hey, Jesus changed my life. Nobody has an argument for that. Say, well, okay, they can argue about the resurrection. They can argue about Christian history. They can argue about all kinds of stuff, but nobody can argue with, hey, I was this way and now I'm this way because Jesus came into my life. So I just want to encourage you to not only know your story, but write it down. Take 15 minutes today and just write it down. 1, 2, 3. What was my life like before I met Jesus? What were the circumstances that led up to me coming to know Jesus? And then lastly, what's my life been like since coming to meet Jesus? And that's it. 1, 2, 3. If you can count to 3, you can write your testimony. So take 15 minutes today to sit down and just write it out. And you'll be surprised that once you get your testimony ready, the opportunities that come up. You'll have many, many opportunities to share that with people in workplaces, in grocery stores, lines at the bank. You never know when God's going to use it. But if you've got that tool in your tool belt and God knows that you're ready to share, He'll start bringing people in your life that you can make an impact in their lives. You can be the number 2 person in their lives. You can be that second step in their lives that leads them closer and closer to Jesus. So I just want to encourage you this week, write your testimony out, know your story, and get ready, because God will bring people into your life for you to share it with. God bless you, and we'll see you on Sunday.